What up? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another episode of Microphone Monday. I hope you're doing great today. Today is a really interesting topic. I'm gonna talk about gear doesn't matter, or does it? Alright? Does gear matter? Do you need all the fancy equipment? Let me film. Do you need all of this lighting, all of this stuff? A $2,000 MacBook, a camera. Hi. Do you need all this stuff? Do you need all this gear to get started? The answer is no. You don't need gear at all to get started. There's one really good phrase. A good camera isn't going to make a bad video good. A good camera is going to make a good video better. That's basically the video. That's it. That's the only thing I wanted to say. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out. It's going to make your videos better, but it's not. At the end of the day, your content itself is the most important. Yeah, there are people who have hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million subscribers with just a phone. I think Mr. Beast got like 200k with a phone. So that's basically the proof that you don't need equipment at all.
Windows phone, which only recorded like 480, I couldn't record with that. So once I got an iPhone, after years of like all this stuff, then I started recording myself and I moved a little bit away from gaming. And then I was able to buy a camera, but I got like 200,000 subscribers with like an iPhone 5, recording in 30 FPS, 720p. You hear that?
It is going to make your videos better again, but you don't need it. That's basically number one excuse for not starting with whatever it is. YouTube, making videos, photography. They don't have the right gear, alright? It doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, I started my YouTube career with a pretty expensive phone. That's just my choice, you know. I had this phone. I needed a new phone. I really did. Let me show you that I'm not a spoiled kid. 6S. So, it's almost dead. And I still had this phone. And I didn't have any other phone. It was literally dying. So, that's the reason I have a new phone now. So, and I thought I was going to make YouTube videos. So, if I'm going to buy a new phone, let's get a really good one with like the best camera, which is of course the 12 Pro with the triple lenses. It's not that I bought this specifically for YouTube. Gear is overrated, especially in the beginning. You don't need it to get started. Eventually, if you really want to get better, if you want the maximum results and quality and all that stuff, of course you need some gear. But yeah, you definitely don't need it to get started. That's one really important thing. Just get started with something. Just do it with what you have right now. Okay, the setup you have will improve over time. Same thing with me. I started with my phone, this little tripod. That's the only thing I had, and I filmed videos everywhere in my garden, backyard. Oh yeah, and also I bought this microphone. Then I bought this microphone. Slowly the setup improved. Now I've got all this stuff, and I'm still only not even 4 months in. So yeah, but anyways, gear doesn't matter in the beginning. That's the most important thing you want to remember. In the beginning it doesn't matter at all. Get started with what you have. One benefit from not having gear is if you start with basic gear, you will learn to use basic gear. For example, if you give a beginner a huge, insane, expensive camera, a really complicated editing software like Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, he doesn't know what to do at all. You need to don't have gear in the beginning. You don't know how to use it. First, learn to use the easy stuff, and then more complicated stuff, step by step. Okay, so it's better for you to not get gear first. First, learn the basics with what you have, then move on to a little bit more complicated stuff. You know, for example, a camera or better editing software. I'm still on iMovie. I think I still haven't figured iMovie out 100%. I'm still discovering new little things here and there. Do it with what you have. Master what you have and then upgrade, okay? Don't upgrade your setup before you have figured out everything, because you're going to struggle. A beginning filmmaker is not going to know how to use Final Cut Pro or Premiere Pro or whatever, or a really expensive, heavy, complicated camera. Just give him a phone or a big beginner camera. You want to match your gear with your experience level. That's it. If your gear is above your experience level, you don't know how to use it properly. So first, for example, if you're filming with a phone, first master everything with a phone. Get at least, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, maybe even 50 videos out before you move on to bigger cameras and stuff. I literally started with I filmed everything on my phone and I edited everything on my phone. Whole videos, 40 minutes long or 30, half an hour on my phone. It was a struggle, of course. Okay, so the struggle wasn't because I didn't have the right gear. The struggle was because I hadn't mastered what I had. If you begin with something, you need beginning gear, you know. Simple. It's pretty simple. Just, moral of the story, your gear needs to match your experience level. Also, I started with this. Let me show you. Everyone knows this thing. The one and only GoPro. This is the Hero 7. Beautiful autofocus. And back to my face. Wow, I love it. This new lens is insane. Okay, but yeah, GoPro. It's really easy to use. Start with that. Also not insane expensive, especially compared to cameras like this. Your gear needs to match your experience level. Start with the easy stuff, because you learn from the easy stuff. Then a little bit harder and more difficult and more complicated, step by step by step. Yeah, I've got one little tip for myself. Don't move on too quick, because I wanted to buy Final Cut Pro or something. Yeah, I wanted to buy a more advanced editing software pretty quick already, but now I realize it's not gonna have a great impact on my videos. Maybe a little bit better here and there, like little details in the edit, maybe the text, because iMovie's text is a little bit weak, but yeah, I've got other apps for that if I really want to make better looking text and that stuff. And I'm still discovering new things in iMovie, so don't move on. If you're not like discovering new things and learning new things from your editing software for a couple of months, okay, then maybe you should look for a little bit more advanced editing software. Also, I know people who have 3 million subscribers and they edit always everything with iMovie. It's not the editing software or your gear that it's holding you from blowing up or getting views or subscribers. It's your content self. What gives you the views, the subscribers. It all comes from your content, your thumbnails and your titles, but especially the content itself. Okay, just make good videos and don't worry about gear so much and editing software and stuff. So it's very overrated. Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. What do you want to achieve with your, let's say you're doing a YouTube channel. What's the end goal? How much fucks do you give about it? If it's just a hobby, don't spend that much money on gear. But for example, with me, this is going to be my job for the rest of my life, my career for the rest of my life. Okay, one day I need to earn so much money with this that I can buy a house from this. Okay, I need to buy a house, a car, all that stuff from this. Then you can spend a little bit more, because it's my dream job. I put everything that I have into this, all my time, all my fucking money, everything. So then it's a whole different story. So how much do you care about it? Think about that for yourself. Based on that, that's the amount of money you want to spend. Alright? How much do you care about it? What's the goal? That's the one thing I forgot to mention real quick. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value out of this. Remember, gear does matter, especially in the beginning. Your gear needs to match with your experience level. Yeah, so that was this week's episode of Microphone Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value out of this. I have a lot of fun making these videos. And I hope you had fun watching this video. And value always content on your way 3 times a week. Have a great day. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out. Woo! Yeah. Alright. I can zoom in even further now. It's 40 millimeters instead of 18. Whoa.